Hey guys, it's John from the Visicast. I'm joined by Tom and Dom from Black Toad Studios. They are playing Demons and Orcs, and I am playing a mix of Grey Knights and Ravenwing. We're playing an open play game, so let's jump into the lists.
So I've got 2,000 points of Orcs here in a battalion detachment. In the middle there we've got a war boss with power claw and custom shooter, and he is joined with a big mech with a combi scorcher. Troops choices down the front there, we've got 3 squads of boys, 25 in each, all armed with 2 big shooters, and 2 of the squads have a power claw on the boss knob. However, 1 squad has a big chopper. Into the heavy slots we've got a group of killer cans there, 6 of them in one group, all armed as is, so we've got a couple of big shooters in there, 2 rockets, 1 scorcher and a grot zuka, in fact 2 grot zukas, pardon me. Towards the back over there on the left there we've got 3 Death Dreads in the squadron. Obviously they will act on their own when they're out there. 1 with 4 Dread Claws, 1 with 2 Dread Claws, a rocket and a Scorcher. At the back there, the funky looking one with the arms up in the air, 2 big shooters and 2 Dread Claws. To the right of that we have a Morkanaut, armed completely as standard and obviously with a 20-point upgrade for the custom force field, so it gives them 5 up saves around the base of it. At the back there, bringing up the air support, is 1 Blitzer Bomber.
Right, so over to my 1,000 points of Chaos Demons. We have got on the left, near the war boss, we have got a Herald of Khorne. We've then got 3 squads of 13 Bloodletters with icons and instruments. We've got a squad of 10 at the back with an icon. We've got the Bloodthirster with the massive Destroyer Axe. And we've got the Demon Prince Araka the War Fiend from the Forge World book, and that will give me 3 command points.
Okay guys, here is my 3,000 points of mixed Grey Knights and Dark Angels. For the Dark Angels we have a Ravenwing army. It's an outrider detachment headed up by Samael on a Corvex, and then we have 3 squads of Ravenwing bikers with 2 plasma guns in each. They look like melter guns, but I assure you they are plasmas. Your eyes are playing up. And then we have a Dark Shroud and 2 squads of 2 Ravenwing land speeders with Typhoon missile launchers. Next up we have a battalion detachment of Grey Knights. Heading that up we have 2 Grandmaster in Nemesis Dread Knight armour with a heavy incinerator and heavy side cannon in each. We have a 5-man strike squad and a 6-man strike squad. We have a Terminator squad. Then we have 2 Purifier squads of 5 with 2 incinerators in each, and finally we have a Land Raider Crusader. Okay guys, I'm very excited for the game today because we're playing a bit of open war. We have Tom and Dom from Black Toad Studios with us as well, which I'm very, very happy about. And we have some awesome armies. So we're playing 3,000 points, which is the most we've had on the channel, which is awesome. Tom and Dom have bought Demons, Khorne Demons and Orcs. And I have bought a mix of Grey Knights and Dark Angels in Ravenwing. The open war style mission, so open war you pick cards and that determines the mission you're playing. In terms of what we've pulled, we have pulled as our objective Burn and Pillage, which is an amazing mission. Basically, we each have 3 objectives in our own deployment zones. Our deployment map being this one here, which you can obviously see as the board is laid out. And essentially those 3 objectives, the game is over when you burn and pillage your opponent's objectives. To burn an objective, you have to control it for a turn, essentially. And once all 3 have gone, that's the end of the game. So that's that. Additionally, there's a twist in the game, which is called Acid Rain. You subtract 1 from all hit rolls made for shooting attacks and subtract 1 from all advance and charge rolls. At the start of each battle round after the first, on a roll of a 4+, the rain stops. Or if it has stopped, it will start again. So every turn you could have rain on and off and on and off, which is another awesome little thing. So Tom and Dom, in terms of your deployment, there's a lot of stuff which looks amazing. It's so cool. What have you? I mean, it's just you've used all the space you have.
Yeah, essentially it was pretty much trying to get everything in the area to start with.
Yes, yeah, that's the beginning point.
Quite a tight little corner to get everything into.
Yeah, so we've gone with we're holding the objective Orc boys at the moment, and we've got the Greater Demon
at the back here,
yeah, kind of hanging out and helping them. And a lot of our slightly faster stuff and the more durable stuff, we're kind of just charging in there, and we're going to hopefully
moving forward quickly
as a meat shield, essentially.
Yeah, it'll work out well.
Yeah, you've gone on with all your corn at the front. You had a little conversation as to who went in front, and you agreed that the demons are going to go in front and take the weight of the fire.
Yeah. The corn demon, we're going to take one for the team here, and we're going to go first.
Nicely done. In terms of your objectives, I can't actually see where they are. We got one back here.
Yep.
2 square in the middle there between the squad of
one by the statue.
Oh yeah, one there. Oh, and there's one just in there. Okay, so they're all quite close. The rules for placing these objectives, they only have to be 6 inches from each other. And my objectives, I have put one on this side of the landing pad, one here, and there's one just in here that these Grey Knights are holding. In terms of my deployment, I decided I'd keep my Terminators on the back holding the objective. Obviously we didn't know what we were playing until we started the game and we drew the cards, so we didn't have a clue in terms of list building, which is nice, but I had the Terminators in there because I thought, why not? So that makes perfect sense that they'd be holding some objectives. So they're holding that, and then I've got a Ravenwing contingent on this side. Basically I need to get into Tom and Dom's base, and they need to get into mine, which is kind of cool. So you've got to be defensive and offensive, so I've tried to deploy in that way. In terms of who gets to go first though, so I finished deploying first, and as a result, I get +1 to my roll. We are playing it as chapter approved, so basically roll off. Whoever gets highest takes first turn, and the other person can attempt to siege. So I get 7. You can't beat it.
No.
Can't beat it.
I'm going to roll it anyway because
that's the initiative roll though.
Oh well, it would be, wouldn't it? I suppose.
It technically would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we play it that way?
Well, yeah. Why not? Let's go for it.
Screw it. Boom. Okay, so
that was what we were rolling for.
We'll say it is anyway. So I get 7, so I have first turn, and then obviously Tom rolled and he got a 6, which seizes the initiative. So we'll jump over to turn 1 for the demons and the orcs. So orcs and demons turn 1. Tom or Dom, I don't care which.
We're the same person.
We're the same person, really.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Who wants to talk through?
Well, corn demons, what we did, we just pretty much just, as you can imagine, just advance forwards. We just all push forwards, trying to get in there before we get mowed down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the orcs at the back here just sort of scooting around the back there. The other one squad stayed still. The other squad's just trying to move up in where it could. There's not a lot of space to move at the moment.
Yeah.
And then all the cans are moved up, everything advanced.
So essentially that's the whole turn is the movement, because you've got no shooting, so everything is advanced and you can't charge. So that is Orc and Demon turn 1. Oh, of course, yeah.
We've got one flyer over
one
here.
thing.
We might even get some shooting done as well.
Oh. So the bomber over there, when it passes over a unit in the movement phase, it drops a bomb. So which unit's it flown over?
Yeah, for the squad here.
So it's only a squad of 3, 2 squads of 3.
Okay, we'll go for that one then.
Yeah. Okay, so we're rolling for the bomb on that squad. So there's 3 guys in the unit, 4+ is mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds, so 1 bike is dead. So the bomber there is shooting everything it has at the Terminators. Now the acid rain special rule means that everything is -1 to hit, it doesn't matter of range, so we'll take that into account.
Yeah, so big shooter.
Yeah.
This will be hitting on 5 because I've got gunners.
Yeah, which gives them +1, yeah. So no hits.
And then we have 6 super shooter shots.
Yeah.
We're hitting on 6s.
Cool.
Just the 1.
Strength.
It's strength 6.
Nice, 3's to wound.
Nothing. So, yeah.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's the end of Orcs and Demons turn 1. We shall move over to Dark Angels and Grey Knights turn 1. Okay, for Grey Knights and Dark Angels turn 1, we've had a little bit of movement. So the bikers who are over here have obviously moved slightly down here. My goal here is to sort of flank around the back of Tom and Dom's forces to try and burn out his objectives. sort of makes them question whether they should push forward or hold back, that kind of thing. Whereas everything else has kind of stayed in defensive positions. I do want to try and just shoot them as they charge in. When they do get in, hopefully they should start chewing through stuff, and that'll work out well. Additionally, my Nemesis Dread Knights over here have both deep struck in, also to support that flank over there, try and wipe out those orcs, so I can sort of push in the back there. And the Dark Shroud has moved just there, slightly back. I was going to follow him up with the bikers, but I didn't see much point because, so I just left him there. So that's pretty much it for movement. Psychic phase, I have. Okay, so at the back here, this squad of Grey Knights is going to cast Gate of Infinity on the Land Raider. I'm going to use a stratagem, and the stratagem is Psychic Channeling, which allows me to roll 3 dice and pick the 2 highest. Additionally, because that detachment is all Grey Knights, I get +1 to my tests. So see if we get it off. So we have 2, 3, so that goes up to 6, which goes to 7. Do I re-roll? I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll the 1.
Yep.
So that's another command point. Let's see if we can get slightly higher. No. So we have a total of 7. What did I need to get it off? I needed 6, so it has gone off with 7.
Alright, so we're going to try and counter that.
Fair. So how are you countering it?
Raka, the Demon Prince, he's got the black collar of Khorne, so we're able to try and deny 1 psychic test. So here we go.
So you need to, an 8 essentially to beat it.
Ah,
nah, it still goes off.
Yeah, command point.
Go for it.
Popping them out.
Here we go.
Yeah, not before. I'll have to challenge myself.
Please get a 1.
Oh,
yay!
no.
So that indeed goes off, and that basically means that the Land Raider with the 2 squads of Purifiers inside gets to deep strike elsewhere on the board. So the Land Raider has popped off from over there, and it has appeared again on this flank, because that's where I'm trying to put in most of the work. Over here, additionally, we have smites coming in from the Nemesis Dread Knights into the Orc boys in front. So this one goes off, so that's 1 mortal wound. They only do 1 because they have a slightly different smite profile. And this one, no. Additionally, this squad of Grey Knights up the very top of this tower is casting smite, and the closest unit is the bomber. And it's a perils as well, and which they only explode when the last guy in the unit dies of perils. Yeah, screw it. These guys here, going into this squad of orcs, we have the heavy side cannon. Heavy side cannon is 6 shots, hitting on 2s. Actually, wait, it's moved, it's heavy, so it's hitting on 3s. And then wounding on, what's the toughness? 4s. Toughness 4, yeah. So 3s to wound. We have 3 wounds, and it is -1. Okay, and then the heavy incinerator from the same dude, which is D6 shots for 4. Strength 6, so wounding on 3s. Just the 1, and again it's -1. No, only -1. So I'm gone. Next dude, exactly the same, so we have 6 shots. I'll start summarising this in a sec. He's moved, so it's -1, hit on 3s, and then wounding on 3s. So that's another 4 dead. And then the heavy incinerator for 6 shots, or for D6 shots for just the 1, then a 3. Yes, another 1 dies. That's those guys done. Next up, moving on to the Land Raider.
Let's just keep targeting orcs, yeah?
I'm going to go through at that squad there, I think. Yeah. No. So this Land Raider here is going to shoot everything it's got, I think. Yeah. Through this big squad here.
Alright.
So, but it's not in rapid fire range for anything. So essentially, it does 12 shots with its Hurricane Bolters, hitting on 3s. We're re-rolling 1s thanks to the Grandmasters it's next to. So they all hit, and then it's wounding on 4s. So that many saves.
They have a 6-up save.
Yay!
They're really generous with those t-shirts.
1 survived.
Yeah. And then we have the assault cannon, the twin assault cannon, for 12 shots. Actually, so it's twin assault cannon, it's heavy, but Powers and Sheen Spirit still hits on 3s. Rerolling 1s thanks to the Grandmaster. Ooh, it's a load, and then wounding on 3s.
Killing on 3s, actually. Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
So that's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 dead. Next up, we have the Storm Bolter. So the Storm Bolter, rerolling the 1 thanks to the Grandmaster, and then wounding on 3s. So another one, 6 up.
15.
No. And then the multi-melter, rerolling 1 thanks to the Grandmaster, double 1, nope, and that is everything on that thing there. So I'm doing this squad of Grey Knights here and this squad of Grey Knights up here into the Khorne Demons just here. We've just seen how bolt gunfire works, so we don't need to watch all that. I will summarise how many we kill. So we have killed 6 of the Khorne Demons from that squad. Additionally, we forgot, whilst we were doing the last battle shooting, because of the acid rain special rule, it's -1 for all shooting. So we've brought back a load of orcs over here. So a third of the orcs that died we brought back, just because we think that's about right. And then over here the same as well. So less orcs are dead than we thought originally. Next up for shooting. So next up, I'm splitting the fire. Basically, the heavy bolters from all of these guys are going to go into infantry down here, and the Typhoon missile launchers are going to start going into the bomber, and then we'll see how it goes. If not, we'll shift some elsewhere, but I'm going to summarise all those shots. So over here, all the crack managed to take out the bomber, and then I fired a little bit more crack that I had left over into the front can there, and I managed to take him down to 1 wound. Additionally, all the firepower from the heavy bolters managed to take a few more demons out of this squad, and then 1 demon out of this squad. We have 1 morale test on the squad just up here. So Dom.
Here we go. They're going to take casualties unless we're all at 1. Yeah, they took casualties, so 3 dead.
Cool. And the squad here, you said they can fail on a 6.
Yeah, if I get 6, so...
Oh! Is it just 1 dice?
So there's 1 guy there, yeah.
Fair enough, cool. And that is it for the end of Grey Knight and Dark Angels turn 1. We're trying to push this flank, get in behind Tom and Dom's, into Tom and Dom's like base. But yeah, we'll move over to Demons and Orcs turn 2. So on to Orcs and Demons turn 2. The battlefield is looking pretty damn awesome. Tom and Dom, talk us through what you've done.
Okay, so from a chaos point of view at the moment, everything over on this flank has pushed up and we've advanced. The 3 surviving bloodletters didn't advance, but we're hoping to engage them, or at least try, before we're completely destroyed.
Turning point of the game.
Yeah, definitely. And the Bloodthirst is kind of pushed up onto the flank over there a little bit.
Yeah.
Just wait for the orcs to take a bit of the flame.
Yeah, just wait for the orcs to die off, and then we'll charge in.
It does look awesome. And Tom, orc?
Yeah, orcs. So pretty much over here, the can's all advanced up, and the Death Dread's all advanced. Obviously, he's on 1 wound now, so
yeah.
So we'll put him in the face and see if he gets shot at. This boy squad here is squeezed through this gap. They've advanced, but the war boss is nearby, so they can charge.
Yeah.
And then over here, that boy squad has moved up to obviously negotiate a charge with that Dread Knight on the end there, and a little bit of shuffling at the back.
Very nicely done. Cool, so moving over to the shooting phase, what have we got to shoot? Additionally, I just wanted to mention we rolled for Acid Rain at the start of the turn and got 4+, which means that's no longer in effect. So nothing is affected by charge or advance rolls, and nothing has -1 to hit anymore. So this Morkanaut here is putting everything it has into the Dark Shroud just up there. So Tom, roll on to hit.
So this is the Twin Big Shooter.
Yeah. 6 is to hit because it's -1 because of the Dark Shroud.
We've got 2 there.
Yeah.
And that is strength 5.
Yeah, so wounding on 5. I think I'm toughness 6.
1.
Oh, minus.
There's a no minus on that one.
Okay, so it's a 3+ save. Yup. Passes.
Boom.
And then we've got the Mega Cannon.
Yeah.
Heavy D6.
Nice. For 4, yeah.
Hitting on 6s again, obviously. That's 2.
Oh, nice.
And this one is strength 8 -3 AP.
Cool, wounding on 3s.
So 2.
Nice. -3, so it's 2 6-up saves. I'm going to roll this twice. Yes, and shake it properly. No.
And D3 wounds.
Yeah. 4 3. Nicely done. So the Dark Shroud has lost 3 wounds. Of course, Tom, what have we got next?
So we've got 2 big shooters from the squad of boys at this Red Knight, and along with all the sluggers as well.
Okay, cool.
So the 2 big shooters, 3 shots each.
He's hitting on 5s?
5s. Just the 1.
Yay!
And it's a strength 5.
Yeah, wounding on 5s, isn't it? I think his toughness is it 6 or is it 5? I believe it's probably 6. Yeah, his toughness is 6, so unfortunately it didn't wound. Now the sluggers, yeah?
Yeah, so 12 sluggers.
Yeah.
And they're basically just bolters.
Yeah. 5s to hit.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then 5s to wound. 2 wounds. Can you pass me another dice?
Yep.
So, because he's a Grandmaster, he has a 2+ save, so it's 2 2+ saves. Pass him both. So these boys back here are going to be shooting at the Ravenwing bikes just up there. The last two, or the back two, are only a squad of 2. We lost the other one to mortal wounds from the bomber, so they're going into that. We will summarise those shots. It's exactly the same as the ones you just saw. We had no wounds. No one's surprised. And we move swiftly onto the assault phase. So the boys there, are you charging both, Tom?
I'm going to go with both.
Fair enough, mate.
Yeah.
It's a fair amount of Overwatch because we have the incinerators, but we're going to summarise. We'll summarise the Overwatch and we'll summarise the combat as well. Do you have any other assaults that you're declaring?
I'm going to probably do these into the Land Raider.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've got these bloodletters going into 2 bikes as well.
Nicely done. So we'll summarise all those Overwatches and also the combats. Right, so Overwatch, we managed to kill how many boys on the charge? Like,
ooh, I think we're over 10, I think, in that. 10 in total for the both squads, I think.
Okay, so say like 4 or 5 from this squad and 4 or 5 from that squad on Overwatch, but both have made their charges, so all those guys are now locked in combat. And additionally, the demons over here, I managed to kill 1 demon on the on Overwatch, and 2 more are in Turning Point. So yeah, we'll summarise those assaults. So we're going to show you some of the attacks just so you see how boys work. Tom?
Yeah, alright, so we'll start with the boys that are on this one here. So I think we had 4 boys in there.
Yeah.
So they'll be hitting on the 3s. So we're hitting on 3s with these guys.
Yeah. That isn't good, no.
Terrible.
That is really bad.
Bye-bye, Orkies.
Yeah.
Now these are strength 4 and your toughness 6. So
yeah.
5s.
Indeed.
So 2 saves.
Cool, and they're 2+ saves, passing both.
Then we'll do the power claw on that one, because he's the one on that one anyway.
Yeah.
And he'll be hitting on 4s.
Yep.
Obviously -1.
Because it's a power claw, yeah.
So 2.
Nice.
And he is strength 10.
Yeah, really on 3s. 2 wounds, -3. They have 4+ invuln saves, so 4+ invuln. Failing both of them, how many damage? Nice. For a total of 3-4. Cool. And the one on the left, yeah?
Yep, so same again with the boys here, so hitting on 3s. It's a little bit better.
And yeah, 5s again.
Oh, I'm having a few more this time. Oh god.
Just 2.
I think it is just 2.
Yeah, it's just 2.
Yeah, it's just 2.
So
Excellent.
2+ saves. Yeah, absolutely fine. So it's a load of attacks. If that was going into any other squad, it would probably be a bit more effective.
Yes.
But I think the toughness and the save. Additionally, we resolved the combat against the Land Raider just to the right, and unfortunately, no wounds were done there either. But we do still have the combat with the Bloodthirsters over there. Bloodthirsters? Bloodletters even, yeah.
Nice.
So the Dread Knight attacks back, I managed to kill, was it 11?
11.
Yeah, 11 boys. Essentially because they have Dread Fists, they have 6 attacks each, hitting on 2s, killing on 2s, and they're rerolling 1s because they're Grandmasters, so chewed through stuff. I managed to kill, did I kill 1 with the Land Raider?
Not with the Land Raider, yeah.
And then over here I did nothing with that dude. But that is the end of Orc and Demon turn 2. We'll move over to Grey Knight and Ravenwing turn 2. And Tom has elected to use the pass morale test stratagem on those orcs there so that they can stay in combat and tie them up, essentially, which is a good move. Okay, so in terms of movement, Nemesis Dread Knight on the left has moved out of combat. The one on the right, I couldn't really move him anywhere, so I've left him in combat with those guys for now. Land Raider has moved out of combat with the boys it was in combat with. I'm just trying to push for those objectives because I want to start ruining some. And the bikers who are at the back just over there have started moving towards the objectives as well. They're going to shoot at those boys there. The biker who is in combat with the Khorne Demons over there is staying in. There's no real point in taking him out. And over here, everything's pretty much stayed on the back lines. I'm just going to try and kill as much stuff that's charging in as possible, because once it starts getting in, the tide should shift more towards the demon orc sort of way. But that's pretty much it, so we'll get over to the psychic phase. So, Smite, just killed that killer can there with some Smite from the Grey Knights, and additionally from these guys over here, he had some Smite and managed to kill a couple demons. So that is that, and we'll get over to the shooting phase. I'm going to summarise quite a lot of it because there's just a whole load of the same style shooting. I'll be honest, it's been a pretty brutal shooting phase. So, yeah. So, all of the firepower going into these guys is, as you can see, just whittled away a few squads. There's a squad there which has been wiped out, and then I've taken a few out of here as well. The boys are over here are just down to 1, so they're unfortunately going to fail their morale test. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I also killed 1 can with psychic and 1 can with all the crack fire. Did I?
You got 3 in the end.
Is it 3?
Got the one that was on 1 wound.
Yeah.
You got the other one on full wound.
Oh yeah, I did.
So
I did. Yeah. Dom threw Tom under the bus. I was trying to put crack into this Demon Prince, then realised it was a character, so I couldn't. So I had to put it into Tom's can.
He just loves it.
Completely threw him under the bus.
He loves it. He loves it.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But that's it. We have a little bit of combat, which is over here, which we'll summarise, and that'll be the end of Grey Knight and Dark Angel's turn 2.
I'm a little bit disappointed in you.
I'm disappointed in myself.
And combats, I managed to kill 1 Bloodletter over there, and over here we managed to kill the remaining Orcs on the Nemesis Dread Knight. That's the end of our turn. She'll move over to Orcs and Demons turn 3. Right, on to turn 3, Orcs, Demons. Dom is going to summon some stuff which I haven't seen before, so we're going to watch that.
Yeah, so this herald here didn't move, so he's going to summon in some bloodletters. So power rating is 5.
Yeah.
You need to get 5 on these 3 dice.
Cool.
Get any doubles,
Yeah.
suffer a mortal wound. If I'm going to get triples, D3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
So we're not going to get any doubles or triples.
You say that.
God.
There we
Nicely
go,
done.
so they come in, there we go. So we're going to put
Yeah.
them down in a second.
So essentially they deep strike,
They
right?
deep strike, yeah, so they come 12 inches from him,
Yeah.
and as long as they're 9 inches away from the enemy.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it works.
It does. So movement. It looks like Dom's going to be doing most of the talk in terms of movement.
Yeah, right, so the bloodthirst
Sounds like a dig. Sounds like a dig. Generally not meant to be.
Yeah, shut up, Tom. Adults are talking now.
I'll go back in the corner.
Don't put his baby in the corner. Bloodthirst has jumped over now, and he's going to hold them up. We're going to attempt a double charge in here. It's going to be a lot of Overwatch, but we need to take him out and neutralise this. So fingers crossed that's going to pay off.
Yeah.
As we saw, demons have been summoned in over here. We're going to attempt to charge in the assault phase and try and get in here. Urak has kind of moved up here. He's going to be charging in and taking out this thing and hopefully getting closer there, drawing a bit of fire away from the rest of the Orc armour. And the other bloodletters are just kind of pittering around out of line of sight of any shooting at the moment. So that's my stuff.
Yeah.
Do these cans move forward?
They did indeed.
Nice.
They've only moved though, they haven't advanced.
Yes,
So
yeah, so they can
they're
start.
Going to do some shooting. They actually
Daco.
are ballistic skill 4, so they have a little bit better chance.
Yeah.
And they're actually in range and stuff now. Same with the Morkanaut, that only moved up its normal 8 as well. But other than that, the War Boss has also snuck through the middle here.
Yeah, I saw.
He's pretty angry.
It's a bit of revenge.
Yeah, he wants to take some bikes out before he dies.
Nicely done.
Other than that, the Orcs stay still. Yep.
Cool. So we'll move over to shooting. What's coming up in terms of shooting? Mainly Tom for shooting, right?
I think we're going to have the Morkanaut is going to fire into these squads over this area here.
Yeah.
Just deciding which ones at the moment. And then the Killer Cans are going to fire probably at the Dart Trans to soften it up a little bit.
Okay, fair enough.
And that'll be the shooting.
Nicely done.
So,
cool. So the is it Gork or
Morkanaut.
Morkanaut.
He's going to fire. I think we're going to go for this squad, this strike squad down the bottom here.
Yeah.
With all of his weapons, because I think we're going to just try and actually kill some.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the custom Mega Blaster, which is Assault 1. On a 1 he takes a mortal wound.
Okay. Oh, what a surprise!
I'm re-rolling
What a
it. I
surprise!
can't be having that.
Yeah.
No, okay, he doesn't hit though because he's needs 5s.
Oh man. Oh, acid rain's back on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we roll for
six.
acid rain back on. Yeah.
So D6. We're going to do the custom Mega Cannon next. That's D6 shots.
Wow.
Use this dice. It might be better.
We'll do the rocket launcher next. He's got 3 of them, so he's going to fire them all there. So 3 assault 1 sitting on. No, nothing there. And then we've got 2 twin big shooters. Go. 1, 2.
Nice.
Yes, here we
Starting to
go.
pick up.
Strength 5.
Game changer.
2 wounds.
Yes.
Any minus?
No. Oh, no minus no.
2, 3 plus saves. Passing both.
Yeah. So that was eventful.
No, you did really well.
That was fantastic.
I did. I can't really just hide from it. So the kill cans?
Yeah, we'll see a few of them and then we'll start summarising. I just want to see how much Daka they got.
So the Grotzuka's on here and didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Then we had the rockets going to here.
Yes, into the Dark Shroud.
Yep.
Which haven't done anything.
Cool. And then we got one big shooter.
Yeah.
Which can't hit the Dark Shroud, but will shoot at these, obviously.
Yeah.
So, 1.
Yeah, hitting the 6s. Wounding on. Yeah, fine. Put War Boss into the bikers just there.
Need them 5s, but 6s with the rain.
Yeah. No.
No.
Orc shooting at its finest.
Don't go out in acid rain, children.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's all our shooting, isn't it?
Yeah.
On to assault. Let's do some proper damage.
Next time when we do shooting, just tell me. No point doing it. We'll go straight to assault.
Straight
It literally is pointless.
That's why I haven't bothered taking any guns. Right. Okay. Shall we do charging in here?
Yes.
We'll do that first.
I'll summarise all the charges, but we will see the blood. Is it Bloodthirster?
Bloodthirster.
Yeah, because we need to see him in action. War Boss here is into combat with the bikers over there, and the Bloodthirster here has managed to get into combat, just taking 1 or 2 wounds on Overwatch from the Nemesis Dreadnought and the Land Raider, and additionally over here we managed to kill 4 Bloodletters on the charge. However, they have made their charge with the Grey Knights over there. We'll summarise all the combats except for this one over here, which we're going to see now because we want to see him in action. Right. So 4 goes on to the...
Yeah, 4 we're putting on to the Dreadnought.
Yep.
And 3 we're going to put onto the Land Raider.
Nicely done. What's his profile? Strength?
He is hitting on 2s.
Yeah.
He's strength 7 normally, double
Times
that,
2, yeah.
and +1 for the Corn Demon ability.
Nicely done.
It's going to be good.
Yeah.
Right, so hitting on 2s.
Yeah.
Alright, so 3 hit.
Yeah.
Toughness?
Toughness is 6, winning on 2s.
Okay, winning on 2s. So 2 I got through there.
Minus?
-4.
He does have a 3+ invuln because he got Sanctuary off. So 3+.
Oh,
no! How much damage would that have done each?
You roll 2d6, pick the highest.
Wow.
So that could have done enough.
Yeah.
And onto Land Raider.
Yeah.
So all hit.
Yeah.
So 3.
Threes, yeah, he's
now,
toughness 8, yeah.
So
just the 1. Minus?
Use 1 reroll.
Yeah.
Ah.
And what's the minus?
4. So he needs 6.
So 6, yeah.
No, 2d6, pick the highest. So 6
6
damage onto the Land Raider.
Nicely done. No probs. And then my attacks back, I managed to strip a hell of a lot.
Yeah, I'm down to 4.
Yeah, Dreadfist, D3 damage each, strength 10 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just brutal. I managed to do 1 wound to the boss, and the boss managed to kill 2 of my dudes. Over here, we had 2 Strike Squad Marines dead. I haven't done my attacks back, I need to do that. And then over here, the Demon Prince, Special Demon Prince dude, don't know his name.
Baraka.
That one.
Yeah.
Managed to kill the Dark Shroud.
Yeah, and he's got +1 movement now.
He does.
Yeah, helpful.
Game changer, again. So yeah, that's pretty much that. We'll jump over to the Grey Knights and Dark Angels turn 3. One survives.
1 survives!
So I did my attacks back, and then Dom failed his leadership test, leaving 1 Bloodletter left. I've started to go for objectives. The biker here, who was locked in combat with the boss guy back there, has just come out and has used his 14-inch move to get in range of this one, so I'll be burning that objective at the end of my turn. Purifiers have gotten out of the Land Raider, which is still locked in combat, and they are moving. You can just see the tops of their heads just there. Whoop. And the Nemesis Dreadnought is still locked in with the Bloodthirster over there. Nemesis Dreadnought just here, he wasn't in combat. He is going to go kill the boss, or try to. And that's pretty much it in terms of movement. Everything over here has stayed exactly where it is. I'm just going to try and shoot stuff as it comes in. But yeah, we're going to summarise pretty much the whole turn. A hell of a lot of crackfire. Managed to kill the Demon Prince over there. A lot of, and Smite as well. And the Smite over here managed to kill Bloodletter over here. Bloodletter here, the Bloodthirster over there, and then Bolt Gunfire, Nemesis Dreadnought, all that managed to kill the War Boss. That's pretty much it, that's the turn. We have burnt this objective, and yeah, that's it. We go over to Orks and Daemons, what turn is it, 4? This will be turn 4.
Yeah, it's not turn 2, is it? That'd be embarrassing.
Yeah. Right, turn 4, Orks and Daemons. Bit of movement.
Yep.
What's happened?
So, I haven't got the majority of people left, unfortunately.
No. It's now swung to the Orcs advance.
Yeah. So the bloodletters over there have advanced up towards that objective there. So hopefully a bit of Dakar can thin out the lines a bit from our Orc allies. And yeah, Orcs have generally pushed up, haven't they?
On there, yeah, just to get into shooting range.
There's a bit of movement to this side, isn't there?
Just to sort of spread out a bit, to put some sluggers in range.
Yeah.
That's about it.
You kept this one free though. So there's an objective 5 just here, is clear.
At the moment.
Okay, shooting. It's surprising, there are no Terminators as well, there's one Terminator left. The Kanzir and the Morkanaut, so close, managed to kill all the Terminators bar 1, which is pretty impressive. And then we have a charge going off over here. Nothing happened over here though. A few shots at that lone bike there, but no wounds. So we're going to summarise the assault just there. Are you assaulting the Khorne Demons?
They advanced. I can't assault,
fair enough. So that is just this combat here, which we'll summarise in a sec. And they just shook because they killed some stuff. Over there, the Killer Cans managed to kill all bar 1 of the Grey Knights. That is all of our combats resolved. To be fair, right, I've destroyed one of your objectives. I'm probably going to get another one next turn. But I mean, I don't know. There's still a chance.
There's one here and 2 up here, so
yeah. There is still a chance.
So we're going to turn round next turn.
This is it. Right, movement. Everything in the top right has stayed exactly where it is because I need as much firepower as I can get. Oh, wait, is it acid rain this turn?
Oh, we've already done that one. Yeah.
We have, so it's still -1 to hit.
Yeah.
Grey Knight over here has moved out of combat so that I can obviously put firepower into those Killer Cans because they're dangerously close to an objective over there. And then over here has been the most movement. I'm just moving everything I can around. This boy squad is pretty much the last line of defence. And then of course there is just here, there you go, that biker there is holding the objective. So that objective will be burnt, leaving just the one which is here at the end of the turn. So we're going to summarise the rest of the turn, just a load of Dakar and maybe some charges. So over this side, I have managed to wipe out the boys here with all the gunfire. I've obviously burnt this objective here with the biker who's just sat there, and the last one is sitting pretty just there. And then over this side, I managed to kill the bloodletters just here, and I've managed to wipe out 2 more cans because I pulled out of combat. That's pretty much it. We will move over to turn 5 for Demons and Orcs.
I need 11 inches to get in there, but I've got nothing else to go for.
You're going for the Herald. So movement, what's happened?
Well, the cans have come up here to take out this lone strike squadder.
Yeah?
Because we get one objective.
If you kill him, you do burn an objective.
Exactly. And the Morkanaut decided that there's not really much happening on this side of the board. He's going to go for the Grand Master.
And finally, the Herald. The last demon is going to go into Terminator.
Just behind that.
Yeah.
Specifically a Terminator designed to kill it.
Yeah. So we'll see who wins the grand fight. Grey Knights or Demons.
Nice. Cool. Right. Assaults and all that. The Morkanaut has managed to destroy the Nemesis Dread Knight. Very powerful shooting and very powerful close combat, or it turned out that turn that was the case. And the cans have killed the lone Strike Marine. The Herald, who charged in against my Terminator just the other side of this here, died, unfortunately.
Yeah, sad times.
But that's pretty much it. In terms of my turn is literally going to be moving on to that objective, which will essentially end the game.
Yes.
Because they'll all be burnt. And that is it.
Yeah.
GG, guys.
Good game.
Yeah.
GG.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. We'll have a bit of a debrief. Cool, game's over. It's a victory to the Grey Knights Dark Angels.
Narrow victory.
Yeah.
You can tell.
So close.
Having just watched it, you can tell.
I really like those open. I'm glad you brought those along.
Yeah,
they're fantastic.
Open war, yeah, really good.
Definitely getting those.
Good way to get a game going quickly as well.
Yeah.
Variety as well. So.
Yeah, because it was a really interesting game because of that mechanic.
The pillaging mechanic, yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
What do you think held you guys back? I thought I knew there'd be a turn or two when nothing would really happen because that's the nature of your armies. But I thought you would then get in
Yeah.
Do you think it just took too long to get in?
I think the twist with the -1 from the acid rain, considering all our shooting was orcs.
Yeah.
And orcs haven't got the best shooting at the best of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that definitely kind of affected things for our kind of shooting back.
Yeah.
And then just taking the damage, not dealing anything back, we just kept collecting more and more damage. And mobility possibly was
Well, yeah, because that deployment type, we're only 18 inches away from each other. But everything I put on the 18-inch line, I tried to move away and get around the flank. So I suppose that it was actually quite far for you to get.
Yeah.
But it only turned 4. Did you get to the point where you started to get in? And that's 4 turns.
Yeah.
4 turns are getting
I think
hammered.
because obviously as they're coming in little rows, so to speak, you can finish them off and then next one comes in. And so you're relying on that unlucky shooting phase, which actually did happen. With the Demon Prince, I think that was the one. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which one was the Demon Prince?
Araka down by the landing pad. Yeah, he survived quite a lot of volleys before he finally died. But yeah, no, it was pretty hard going. But in the end, it was nice that the kill cans got in and took an objective out, which was good.
I like those guys; they were good. And the Morkanaut when he eventually got in. Yeah, he just smashed through a Nemesis Dread Knight, just completely obliterated him, which is nice to see. I was going to say something else that was quite interesting, but it's gone from my mind.
Samuel at the back.
He was good. That was it. The Typhoon missile launchers. So I was under the impression, and kind of, I don't know if I still am, the land speeders with the Typhoon missile launchers are really expensive. Like they are so extortionately overpriced. So I thought I'd take a few of those to try and balance it a bit, like just spend some on sort of efficient points. Ended up being really good. Yeah. I don't know if they're still not points efficient, but they were good.
No, it was good with the missiles. You're firing missiles off of the high toughness targets, and then those heavy bolters were just taking down our infantry, because obviously the lower toughness and lack of armour, they were just getting mowed down. But the crack missiles are really good.
Good utility.
Yeah, and I'm glad I stuck, because my idea originally was to stick Samael with the bikes going round to the front. Yeah. But to stick him at the back so they get to reorder hits. Yeah,
really nice.
That's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, very deadly.
I've got 6. No, I've got 6. I think I've got 8 land speeders. They're going to be every list.
Yeah.
Not next list, every list.
Every list for them, that's it.
Forever.
Now on, guys.
You really have. I moved away. So I used to use a lot of Black Knights, but they're overcosted. It was nice. Terminators, I haven't used them in a while. Yeah.
Fine taking them down with Orc Fire.
Yeah, that worked.
They dropped surprisingly fast with those cans shooting at them.
We had a good shooting turn. I think it was turn 4 or turn 5 from the kill cans and the Morkanaut. Just taking out all those Terminators was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Made it almost look possible.
Yes.
If only that Terminator would have died. That Terminator died, we'd have got another objective.
To be fair, you would have done. Then it actually would have been, there would have been 1 in it.
Yeah, 1 point in it, but that's the way the game is though, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Still good fun though.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it looked really cool. That was the main thing. The board just looked awesome.
Yeah.
With those floods of models. And it's the first 3,000 point game I played in 8th as well. First larger point.
An awful lot of models. What was that?
I did.
90 orcs?
That's a 60 orcs.
60 orcs and over 40 bloodletters.
Yeah. That's pretty good going.
Yeah, it's pretty good going.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, that's good going. Tom and Dom are from Black Toad Studios. I will link them below. YouTube channel. Do sort of talky style videos and bat reps as well. It's definitely worth watching. And yeah, if you can like, comment, subscribe, Visicast as well. Share videos, blah blah blah, usual stuff. Do you guys want to add anything?
No. Cheers for coming.
That's enough. That'll do.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks, guys. Bye. That's it.